Good news for Journey of Elaina, everybody. I was worried that this anime would slip through the cracks and it would become a hidden gem. And much as I do enjoy hidden gems, I would rather have more people to appreciate them. Well, I guess I would rather have being hidden gems and people find them throughout time. Stuff like that. Sometimes I do worry when something's too mainstream. It gets ruined for some reason, and I don't know why. I do, but it's because of multiple reasons. Well, anyways, according to anime trending, people have voted this within the top 10 spots for a while. So this anime has not been going underlooked whatsoever. So I gotta say, thank goodness, because this anime is too beautiful to be overlooked. It really is. It's gorgeous, the scenery, the animation, the characters that Elaina meets. Even Elaina herself is a very intriguing character. And speaking of this, before I get into the episode, my sister brought up one thing, and she said, "You haven't noticed every time she's in an adventure or in a situation, she always recalls it from a book she read in the past." I'm like, you are correct. That is very strange that always happens. But then again, there's so many books written based on so many situations and dilemmas. It's a possibility that you could yourself, the life you live, could be written already by someone else. It's a possibility. So you can never take that out of question. There are times where you watch a TV show or play a video game and you can relate to a situation or character. So if you can do that, why not a book? Now we'll move into the main episode. Elena's adventures takes her to one of the biggest places she's been to, and that is Royal Celesteria. And that's where her academy is at. Now, the Royal Celesteria has this very familiar feeling to it. Have you ever played a Tales game before, where you play with a group of people, and then, well, not a group of people, but party members? It's like Final Fantasy, but they're more dedicated. They're not always switching up their tactics all the time. That's the Tales series, and there's always tons of different names. They don't go by numbers, not all the time. Well, anyways, in each Tales game, there's always that one big capital or city that you go to that's humongous. You don't find anything else there. It's completely unique. The atmosphere, the people there, and the entire culture just feels completely different from everywhere else. That's exactly what I got the feeling in today's episode in Royal Celestia. With the people doing the magical tricks, the witches flying everywhere, the nice, neat, cool buildings, everything's big. Even the music itself was very upbeat. It felt just like I was watching a Tales game, and I enjoyed it. Speaking of Tales games, I can't wait for Tales of Arise, man. I don't know if it's going to be a PS5 or PS4. Oh, get off topic here. Now, with Elena, she went to go there to see her school. However, she was told that she was not allowed to enter, so she signed off until she meets these witches. And these appear to be these Harry Potter-looking people telling her to please come without asking any questions. And it goes into a very entertaining chase scene, like those chase scenes you will usually see in movies, in all kinds of movies, like especially children's movies. But this one was just good as well, especially with the help of the CGI of the buildings and the 2D animation. It helps it sticks out, but not in a very uncomfortable and unpleasant way, but I can notice that kind of way. You can tell the speed, the distance she's going, thanks to those CG animations. It's very well made. And watching this show really can put your faith into anime that animation is getting better. Yes, you have a lot of stinkers, but then again, you do have a very few of the really good ones. And this is one of them, in a way. For instance, JG stuff. You can have 2 anime projects within that studio, and then all of a sudden, only one of them is really good and the other one's really bad. Depends on the staff, the budgets, and the hard work you put into it. That's all it takes. And this show really puts your faith into Japanese animation once again. And because of that, after the chase, we get to see her senpai, Fran, after apparently years. The thing about this show is you can't tell how much time has passed. You really can't. And I guess it's a difficult thing. So it makes you wonder How old is she now? This kind of reminds me of Roxy Gets Serious once again. I did a comparison in the past, but I can't help it. It really has a similar tone to it in a way. And it's less lewd than Roxy Gets Serious, but nonetheless, it has its familiarities as well. Now, the teacher's there. The king hired her to become a teacher at her old academy, and I did enjoy the students. Three students mainly: the shy girl, the pretty boy, and the boy who was very perverted. Just asking, what color he just asking those questions, man. Do you have a boyfriend? What color are your panties? And he just got shocked, man, blasted. Like, hey, I said keep it magic related. She gave you your warning. So, Fran and Elaina got some catching up to do, spending time in the quarters, talking, reading books, the good old stuff, There's nothing really interesting or valuable lesson happened. Probably a lesson happened. I probably missed it, but it was just a nice thing to see. Now, the reunion would have probably been more touching if we got to see her spend more time with Fran. I said this in the very first episode, and I'll say it again. It would have been better if they had more time of Elaina and Fran hanging out together in the first two episodes. So when they did reunite, like they did in this episode, it would have been more impactful to the viewer. It's like how some movies do it, how they'll talk about what good friends they are or how strong their bond is, but all they do is talk about it, but they never really show it. They show it a little, but I think I would more sold if they did gave it one more episode of them hanging out in the past. What are you gonna do? Well, anyways, she ends up teaching the students. It was nice, I guess being in a magic school, you can't really get bored in some classes. You probably will get bored in some classes where it's just reading, but there will be some classes mainly where you're learning how to use magic in different kinds. So I'm guessing magic school wouldn't be that boring, and it's to do more with emotions and feelings and the way you do your postures. They compare it to other schools where it's all about, math. And don't be wrong, there are some stories I've read in the past where people did put in math and they also put in science and also physical education to improve upon magic and being a mage. So that possibility is not out the window. And at the end, we had a nice, beautiful flower scenery thing. It was beautiful. It was a nice anime episodes. Something for me today. But anyways, at the very end, as she left and went to the other city, we found out that Fran is very popular. She's a famous witch. She has books and dolls and keychains. I think they're keychains. She has all this merchandise about her. Like, my goodness, she is a popular witch. That's pretty cool. I don't think I would like anything merchandise based off me, not just yet. Who knows? Probably sometime down the line. We'll have to wait and see. Well, anyways, once again, another nice, beautiful episode. It still didn't captivate me like episode 4 did. I always love Mira Rose. She's top-notch character, in my opinion. But it's always nice to see Fran once in a while as well. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.